This video was created to help one of our customers to understand better how to work with database lookup and SQL data check action. Remember, all you need to do is to ask us, and we will do everything to help. So basically, what she wanted to do, she wanted to iterate our list of customers. So here we have a list of customers. And if the customer has the order, send the customer report and continue iteration. So first thing we need to do, we need to create a workflow or package. Call it customer loop, for example. So database loop is our starting point, so we need to select a connection. Then we will be using embedded SQL, it's just easier. We select what we do, we write select staff from customers. Customers or customers. And okay, just using just run, as you can see, the random variables. We just run it once. Did it work? No, I do not. Oh, interesting, something new. Why is this missing context property? Sorry. Okay, so wrong property. Try again. Okay, this time it worked. So we just type email team. Let's email. For the first customer. We also have a custom ID variable. So basically the way a database loop works, it reads record one by one and assigns the values to the variables. So we'll have custom ID variables, first name, last name, email, etc. So let me show you another. The custom ID variable. And we are going to use it in the next object. Which is check SQL data check. And what we want to do here, we want to count just select connection. Select count. From orders where custom ID equals just show message. Another show message. That is false. And we close the loop like this. So let's run it and hope that I haven't made any errors. So this one is false. So the first customer, number one. Actually, this is wrong. Looks like all of them false. Let's check. Maybe I made a mistake. So okay, so it valid object name was the usual problem. Some reasons called DB orders. Check again. No one is perfect. Just save it and run again and see what happens. So this time it worked. Well, for the first customer, so we do have orders. And for the second customer, we do not have orders. This is how it should be. Because the way SQL data check works, if the SQL statement returns 0, in our case, count, so it will go to false branch, and if it is more than 0, it will go to the true branch. We just continue running it. So back to original question. So what I have just done, I prove that it is working. What we need to do, since she wants to send emails and reports, I just said it weekly to demonstrate. I'm not going to run it or show any or design any reports or send any emails, just to prove the concept. Send send email. Again, we close the loop. And we close the loop in case and false. And basically that's it. Another thing probably well, we need to default handler for errors. So we say, okay, well, something fails. You send this message. And basically that's it. So let me just show you again everything. So we need to select connection. We can use SQL script lookup, or we can use embedded SQL. Well, if you're just using your SQL only this package, so embedded SQL is a much easier option. But if you're going to use this lookup across multiple workflows, objects, etc., you can use SQL script lookup. The next one is the same for SQL data check. So I'm using embedded SQL, have a connection. I'm replacing variables, it is important. So here's my variable name. And if the field type is string, for example, you can put it in quotes, the variable name. And another thing about variables is that you can use the same variables inside your email. For example, when you send email, it has a replace variable option. I think, yeah, it has replace option. And you can insert like customer name or customer phone number or email into email body. All right. As usual, please like and subscribe. And remember, all you need to do is to ask, and we will do our best to help you. And if you have any questions, please go to our support forum and post them there. Thank you. Bye.